Hey everyone, this is Bundu Basha with another video on my RC cars, the Traxxas Rustler 4x4, which has been upgraded to the VXL. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the slipper clutch, and so I thought I would do a little bench video for you on that. So in order to get into it, it's a simple screw here. Lift that off. Always use MIP if you can, by the way. A little quick pitch for MIP. Their drivers are excellent and they won't break, and they'll last you a long time. So under here, if you can see, is a slipper clutch. Now I tend to be more of a basher than a racer. I have very little, if not no, experience racing, and I'm relatively new to this hobby, a year or so. So in here is a slipper clutch. This prevents if the wheels suddenly stop and they are prevented from moving. The slipper clutch will allow it to slip without doing damage to the gears. Now, what you can buy, and for those of you who are a little bit more into racing and want to get into the racing side of things, you can get one of these. This is a differential. It's a center diff instead of a slipper clutch. There's a lot of question marks around why you would use one over the other. I find this one, the differential, to be smoother on acceleration and more helpful around the corners, like I said, for racing. But if you're bashing and you're going to hit a lot of things and you're going to prevent the wheels from rotating, you want that slipper clutch to kick in, I would always go with the slipper clutch as opposed to the center differential. And I did try both. Each have their own benefits. There are other videos online. The only thing I would mention is to make sure that the slipper clutch, there is a little spring here that you can see here. The way to check whether your slipper clutch is tight or loose enough. If it's loose, it'll go wee and it won't catch. If it's too tight, it won't allow the slipper to move once the wheels get blocked. So you want to be able to, within here, see that small gap between the springs, so that you can make sure that you are not over tightening it or over loosening it. Tendencies are that this over time will loosen. It is worth a check quite regularly. I just fixed my neighbor's car because he had let this spring come loose, and what had happened is the slipper was just slipping under any kind of pressure at all. So that's a little bit about the slipper clutch. You can go with one of these too, like I said, which is a differential. It's oil filled. Nice piece of equipment. You know, it's $45, I think, or something like that. So if you're not going to use it, like me, it's a bit of a waste, but useful to have, and nonetheless a learning process.